welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense takes the field for the first time today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for... Today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking for a crease to the left. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Cook. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, rock chalk. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farmer. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So UCF's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Kansas. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously,
trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch on the left. Hits the crease. Pass the tip. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Use the play fake, down a throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Working that left side now. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll run play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their 3rd of the day. They're #1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And the field goal unit is on the field. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Already going back and forth, and they have a 3-point lead up 17-14. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Plenty of points on the board early, and they've got it back, trailing by 3, 17-14. Finds his man. It's Lloyd. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Knights have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Hodges. Finds a spot in the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. great team defense.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt tying the game, they instead want to take the lead on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Running back searching for a hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Back to pass, it's Hodges. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. With the catch, it's Stewart. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt racing in. He took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Farmer. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Knights.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys are going to look at the quarterback. They're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hodges. Going for it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Jayhawks. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. Makes life really easy on me on second down.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Touchdown, UCF! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for a crease. It's Stewart. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando.
The Jayhawks will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Hodges. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Trying play action. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets it out quickly. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the 2-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
On the move from inside his 5. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. winning play of this drive will come from their own 23. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big... And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field. It's Hodges. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the...
Touchdown, UCF! And the pummeling has started.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hodges. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Knights will have it 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this 4th quarter. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Oh, a lot of space. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. The Jayhawks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Trying to get rid of it. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cook. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Jayhawks are marching down the field. That's caught, it's Hawkins. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
The Jayhawks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. and he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they had so much success moving the football down the field. Now you're a little bit stuck. Negative play, back to back. Got to get back to some of that stuff you did on this drive that you had success with.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he puts through the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Knights! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Finds his man. It's Hayes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Jayhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Hayes. And tackled there by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He'll go to the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. You know, it's not just about pushing forward. You've got to find that little crevice that'll let you get to the 1st down mark.
Yeah, where's the old bush push play? USC Notre Dame. It's famous now. You need a guy behind you helping you get that 1st down. We need more teamwork here between this Q.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Hodges. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes a connection. He's brought down to 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To the air, it's Hodges. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCF! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And let's just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center quarterback exchange.
Looking downfield, it's Hodges. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has